Hey there, this is Canon Exercise 79 with another video, and today I'm doing a Sump Refugium for a 12-gallon nanocube, and I've started working on it. I'm gonna try to do this in a two-part video. I just want to show you how I'm using these wood stakes for dividers, a clamp. I already caulked two of them. Let me give you a look, looking straight down. And like I said, this is a 10-gallon tank. And first things off, you want to do is do a layout. It's okay, Mama. Do a layout. You see the yellow lines here? That is my layout, so I know where my glass is going to be. So pretty much what I did, this is going to be my pump side here. Or I could use this side. It's a little bit bigger. And pretty much I'm giving it space to put the return from the tank, and it has enough space in there to put a good size protein skimmer. You could also put your heater in there. Now the dividers I'm using glass dividers this time because it's easier to cut. You see I have 1/4-inch blocks down there, and I doubled them up to give me a 1/2-inch gap from the bottom. You can see from this side right here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this this camera on a tripod right now to give you an idea of how I'm doing this. So let me set up here so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'll put just like this. I got my kids out here with me, so if you hear some kids, they're mine. Alright, so pretty much right now what I'm going to do is I have this other piece of glass over here, and what you want to do, you want to sand it. Where is my sanding? So I'm going to sand this glass right now real quick. My brother dropped the other one, so you get lucky. You see how I cut the glass. So here's a piece of glass now. I just gave it a little sanding on the edges so you don't get cut. Like I said, I'm using 1/4-inch glass. You could use 1/8-inch glass if you would like, but I recommend 1/4. So if you're gonna go to your local hardware store, they probably won't carry. You might have to go to a glass shop. I work with glass, so I get free. So now, what are you doing, Ralphie? Now this has been sitting for a while here. So what I'm gonna do so I can get to the other side here, I'm gonna take this clamp off, and I'm gonna secure it with the double. I'm using 2-inch blue tape. So I'm gonna release this here. And this is just to keep it from falling over this way. That silicone should be skinned over already, so it should hold. So now I can work on this side and not worry about it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm getting two pieces like this, and I'm gonna sit them just inside the tank. You want to cut them so they fit underneath the plastic here, brim of the aquarium. Just like that. This is why I did those lines, so that we don't have to be guessing on the glass. So now we know that this glass has to come off the ground right here. So I got some pre-cut. I'm using rubber blocks here, 1/4 inch. Oh, my camera. You're supposed to be helping me. So I'm gonna set them in here like this, just like that. And just put one piece down. Make sure it sits all the way to the bottom. And I'm just gonna put this right here for right now, just to hold it in place. Someone's calling me. Just like that. Now you're gonna grab the glass. Make sure you use your fingers and just kind of give it a little rub down like that to get any dust off the glass. Right here. This side still feels a little sharp. Yeah, make sure you get sandpaper. Use 120. It works best. So now you put this piece in here, and it's grabbing. You see how it sits on the back fence of this wood here. So, damn, I'm short of steak. So then use the other one right here. And I get my other one clamp. And you just want to secure it. And the reason you want it to be under the brim, because if you put most of these tanks are 1/8 inch glass. Unless you get a bigger tank, they'll move it up to 1/4. Just put a little piece of tape on it for right now, so it won't fall over. Just for right now. Okay, so that's that. Now I gotta cut that piece of glass, which sucks because I gotta cut. Yeah, you gotta cut to the other side right here. So let me pause this tape right now, and I'll cut the glass for you guys. Okay, so I'm back. So now I'm going to get my glass cutter here. My wife and my kids are laughing at me. They think it's funny. I'm just going to spray a little bit of oil on the glass cutter. Show you guys how to cut glass real quick. My cut. Okay, that's the piece I want right here. Shoot. Okay, so now I gotta cut the other side. I'm trying to remember the side. I think it was 8 7. 9 7/8. 9 7/8. Cut. Put it underneath like that, right in the center. Yeah, my kids are making a lot of noise. Probably don't want to help me out. Alright, so now we got this piece right here. Do the same thing. Give it a quick sand. Get rid of the sharp edges. Yeah, one wife's getting a trip out of this right now. It's because she don't have talent, you know what I mean? Alright, so here we go. So now we got the polished end on it, so you can run your fingers on it. Make sure they cut you. So now we're ready. We could do actually the first piece on this Listen daylight here. Let me move this thing here so you kind of see what's going on. So just like that. I'll put it just like this so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so now we got the this thing secured here. I cut a piece right here. And this piece right here is going to wedge it. Just to give you some support. Make sure when you wedge this thing, it's flush to your wood. You don't want to overdo it because remember this is 1/8" glass and it will break. So that's that piece. Before I remove that piece, get another piece of tape like this, and you're gonna secure it like that.
You're such a boy. You're such a boy.
Just like that, and that gives it pressure. Just make sure it's nice and tight.
No. Te vas a caer ahí, te caes.
Against the wood, make sure it's nice and square.
Papi, te caes.
Make sure you're inside your lines too.
Ouch.
Right there. Make sure I'm inside this line. This is very important. Make sure you do your layout good. Okay. So now I'm ready to use the silicone. Let me make sure everything's clear. Alright. So now we can take these apart. We don't need these no more. And that still feels loose for some reason. Let me put another piece of tape on there. Stay close. Now, I don't want to overdo it because remember you got to get your hand in there to take that tape off. And you only have, whoa, we only have 3/4 of room in there. There we go. Damn it, I wish I had a smaller clamp. Nope. Actually, I do have a smaller clamp, but I don't know where it's at right now.
Hey!
Okay, so now you need to make sure you have your 1/2" gap in the bottom to make sure that your water goes over. There it goes. Okay, so now that's ready to go. So now I'm going to get my caulking gun. And on this one, you're only doing here and here. top. And I'm going to do the same on the bottom. Did you guys see that? My little boy just ate it on the ground. Now I have these toolers. These are glazing tools, so it's nice to have. And I'm just going to give it a little up and down right there. Bring me another paper towel. And just give it another little wipey. And the reason, this is structural silicone, so you want to make sure that it's really here, bonds with the with both pieces of glass. See it? So that's secure right there. And this is the exact same process I used for the other one. So now let me find my blade I had here somewhere. I don't know where it went now. Where the hell did I do with that blade? Here it is. So now I'm going to just clean the excess of silicone right here. Use my blade as a guide right there. Clean the very edge of the top of the glass. There. I'm going to clean the other side. Clean this right here. Just give it a nice clean look. You don't want this. You're going to see this edges when you're looking at your refugium, so you don't want to see some silicone everywhere.